Can artificial intelligence truly make intelligent decisions for us? Or are we surrendering the most critical aspects of human judgment to something that doesn't think, feel, or care like we do? In a world racing toward automation, we find ourselves asking a question with profound consequences. Is AI capable of making decisions better than humans? Or are we blindly handing over our autonomy to machines that simulate understanding without truly possessing it? From self-driving cars choosing between life and death in milliseconds, to recommending medical treatments, approving loans, managing stock, portfolios filtering resumes, and even determining prison sentences through predictive algorithms. AI is already making decisions that shape lives' futures and entire economies. But what does smart decision-making even mean in the context of machines? Does it require logic, morality, empathy, or simply data and output? Unlike human reasoning, which is messy, intuitive, emotional, and often irrational, AI operates on a cold diet of inputs, probabilities, and optimization models, trained on oceans of data we can barely comprehend. Yet, paradoxically, these emotionless systems are now expected to understand human needs, resolve ethical dilemmas, and anticipate risks better than humans themselves. And that leads us to the heart of a growing debate. When AI makes decisions for us, are we outsourcing intelligence or abdicating responsibility? In sectors like healthcare, AI systems are being used to predict disease outbreaks, recommend personalized treatments, and even detect cancer from medical scans with greater accuracy than trained doctors. In finance, algorithms buy and sell millions of shares in microseconds, driven not by gut instinct but by predictive analytics, risk modeling, and behavioral pattern recognition. In the criminal justice system, AI-powered tools like Campos have been used to assess the likelihood of a defendant re-offending, influencing sentencing outcomes and parole decisions. And in the job market, hiring algorithms scan thousands of resumes, flag potential candidates, and filter out those deemed unfit long before a human sees their application. But beneath these marvels lies a disturbing reality. AI is only as smart as the data it consumes, and that data is riddled with bias, incomplete narratives, and cultural assumptions. When Amazon tried using AI to hire candidates, it learned from historical data that penalized women and favored male-dominated resumes. The AI wasn't evil, it was logical, efficient, and totally biased. And that's the problem. Intelligence, in the human sense, is not just about accuracy or speed. It's about judgment, empathy, context, and sometimes choosing against what seems statistically optimal for the sake of ethics or compassion. AI, however, doesn't understand morality. It understands rules. So when we program AI to optimize for engagement, it can lead people into echo chambers of misinformation, polarization, and radicalization, as seen with social media algorithms driving division across the globe. When we ask AI to reduce recidivism, it may amplify racial or economic disparities embedded in historical data. When we tell AI to save time or maximize profit, it can eliminate jobs, manipulate markets, or dehumanize entire professions. So what do we really mean by smart decisions? Is it the fastest path to a goal, or the most humane, the most accurate forecast, or the wisest one? And more importantly, who gets to define smart? AI systems aren't inherently wise. They don't understand the implications of their actions. They're tools, but tools with increasing autonomy, powered by reinforcement learning, neural networks, and multi-agent collaboration. We now have AI systems that learn by observing human behavior, testing millions of outcomes, and rewriting their own algorithms without human supervision. DeepMind's AlphaZero taught itself to play chess and go better than any human in history in just a few hours. GPT models can write essays, generate business strategies, and impersonate your writing style after reading a few samples. But does this represent real understanding or just uncanny mimicry? Philosopher John Searle's Chinese Room thought experiment asks whether a machine that appears to understand a language truly understands it, or is just manipulating symbols. And if AI is only manipulating data, are its decisions truly intelligent or just incredibly sophisticated pattern matches? Furthermore, if we can't explain why an AI made a decision, should we trust it? The growing problem of black box AI models so complex, even their creators can interpret their decisions as a major ethical concern. Imagine being denied a life-saving surgery or a home loan or a job based on a decision no one, not even the developers, can explain. That's not intelligence. That's faith. And yet, AI is making its way into areas even more intimate: dating apps predicting compatibility, AI therapists offering mental health advice, digital companions replacing real relationships. Can an algorithm understand heartbreak, trust, betrayal, or sacrifice? Can it weigh your personal history, cultural nuance, emotional scars, and dreams when helping you decide who to love, what job to take, or how to cope with loss? If not, then what kind of decisions are these really? Merely mathematical projections masquerading as wisdom. We're approaching a future where AI agents will negotiate on our behalf, handle our schedules, make purchases, navigate bureaucracies, and even vote in simulations of democratic consensus. Some argue this will free us from decision fatigue and increase efficiency. Others warn it will infantilize us, erode critical thinking, and create a passive society addicted to algorithmic convenience. If AI tells us what to eat, where to go, who to trust, and what to believe, what becomes of human agency? Already, recommendation systems are subtly steering our choices in music, news, shopping, and entertainment. This isn't science fiction, it's now. But what happens when these systems begin nudging political beliefs, ethical stances, or cultural preferences? Do we notice? Do we resist? Or do we comply because it's easier to let the algorithm decide? Meanwhile, militaries are developing autonomous drones capable of identifying and neutralizing targets without human input. These are not science experiments, they're deployed systems. In warfare, smart decisions by AI could mean life or death. Made in milliseconds without human emotion, remorse, or doubt. Is that progress, or is that a threshold we were never meant to cross? As a lie becomes more embedded in society, the question shifts from can it make smart decisions to should it? And if so, under what constraints? Who programs the values? Who oversees the decision trees? Who bears responsibility when something goes wrong: the developer, the user, the machine itself? In a legal, ethical, and social vacuum, these questions remain dangerously unanswered. Governance models, transparency frameworks, and explainable AI are being developed, but they're far behind the speed of innovation. We are building AI faster than we are building understanding, and that's a dangerous game. Yet, amid all this, AI has the potential to make astonishingly good decisions when properly trained, ethically guided, and human-supervised. It can detect patterns invisible to us, correct human blind spots, accelerate discovery, and optimize systems in ways we couldn't imagine. In medicine, AI may soon detect diseases before symptoms appear. In climate science, it can model scenarios and optimize renewable energy grids. In education, it can personalize learning. In governance, it can streamline services, fight corruption, and improve fairness fused right. So the answer isn't simple. AI can make smart decisions for us, but only if we define what smart truly means, embed ethical values, ensure transparency. And never forget that intelligence is more than information, it is judgment, context, and ultimately, responsibility. We must view AI not as a replacement for human decision-making, but as an extension of it, one that magnifies both our brilliance and our biases. The future of AI isn't about what it can decide, it's about who decides what it decides. And that, perhaps, is the smartest decision we still have the power to make.